Election forecast. Trump takes lead over Harris as race tightens. With just 15 days to go until the presidential election, the contest between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is neck and neck in key battleground states. These states will ultimately determine who secures the White House, and both candidates are working tirelessly to win over undecided voters. According to a new survey by the Washington Post-Char School, both Trump and Harris are tied with 47% support across 7 crucial states, with some voters still unsure of their choice. Trump edges ahead in key states. Trump has taken a slight lead in Arizona, where he is polling at 49% compared to Harris's 46%. In Nevada, the two candidates are running even, with both capturing 48% of voter support. On the other hand, Harris holds a narrow lead in Georgia, where she is ahead by 6 points. She also maintains a slim advantage in Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, states that could prove decisive in the final outcome. 538. Trump gains lead in Pennsylvania. For the first time, Trump has overtaken Harris in Pennsylvania, according to the latest poll averages from 538, a respected election forecasting site. Trump's support in the state now stands at 47.9%, just slightly ahead of Harris's 47.5%. Pennsylvania has emerged as one of the most critical battlegrounds, as it could play a decisive role in determining the next president. Trump had previously led in Pennsylvania back in July, just before Joe Biden withdrew from the race, clearing the path for Harris to become the Democratic nominee. Recognizing the state's importance, both campaigns are heavily focusing their efforts there during the final stretch. Over the weekend, Trump campaigned extensively across Pennsylvania, signaling its significance to his strategy. Both candidates plan to spend even more time there in the remaining days leading up to the election. Battleground strategies and campaign tours. The tight race has pushed both candidates to intensify their campaigns in the remaining battlegrounds. Harris is focusing her efforts on the Rust Belt states, an area crucial for the Democrats, while Trump is visiting North Carolina, a state still recovering from the impact of Hurricane Helene. Both candidates are trying to capture the attention of undecided voters, hoping to secure an edge before Election Day. In addition to Pennsylvania, Trump is also ahead by narrow margins in Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina. Meanwhile, Harris maintains small leads in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Nevada, though the margins are razor-thin. With so little time left, even a slight shift in voter sentiment could tip the scales in either direction. Undecided voters could be key. The presence of undecided voters in these battleground states makes the outcome even more uncertain. Both campaigns are doubling down on outreach efforts, knowing that every vote could count in such a close race. The election is expected to come down to the wire, with results potentially hinging on just a few thousand votes in some states. With 2 weeks remaining, the race is as unpredictable as ever. Both Trump and Harris are pulling out all the stops, aware that battleground states like Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Georgia could ultimately determine the next occupant of the White House. As the campaign heads into its final days, the nation is watching closely, waiting to see which candidate can build enough momentum to secure a decisive